like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Whole Foods founder John Mackey. President Biden is also on board, signing an executive order to support cultivating alternative food sources. Advocates say cultivating meat could feed more families, reduce harm to animals, and eliminate environmental impacts of animal farming, which is responsible for 15% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Is it safe?
Absolutely. The best indication for this is 2 months ago.
Recently, I came across this extremely disturbing. Lab-grown chicken meat will soon hit store shelves and restaurant menus. And Bill Gates is endorsing this. It has been approved recently, according to this article published by the Gateway Pundit. In the last 5 months, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved 2 American producers of lab-grown meat, a product grown from animal cells for human consumption for the first time. In 2022, the FDA announced that laboratory-grown chicken developed by Upside Food is safe to eat, clearing the way for the California-based company that creates cell culture chickens to begin selling its product. To manufacture its meat, Upside Food harvests cells from live animal chicken tissues and uses the cells to grow meat in stainless steel tanks known as bioreactors. I have the full videos I'm going to play so you can understand exactly what is going on. Is it actually safe for people to consume this? And a lot of animal farmers are not happy with this decision. This is something that is surfacing like never before.
It's called cultivated meat, real beef and chicken grown from animal cells in large tanks. The FDA has given the green light for safety, and now one company is ready to ramp up production just outside San Francisco. This is what you've called a slaughterless house.
Oh, yes, yeah.
The equipment looks like a commercial brewery, but it's not beer they're making.
So that's where it all starts, just a few cells.
It's meat. So you're making meat in here.
Yes.
But I don't see any animals and I don't see any animal parts.
Well, that's the trick, right?
Stainless steel bioreactors or cultivators produce real meat from animal stem cells. You're making chicken in there.
Yeah, so if you look at this, this is approximately a 200 plus liter tank, and we take cells from a chicken or an egg.
Dr. Omoge is a cardiologist who founded Upside Foods, taking on a food chain as old as time.
It takes 2 weeks to grow the equivalent of 1 chicken, 1,000 chickens, or 100,000 chickens.
So you're saying in this factory you can make more meat faster and cleaner than an average farmer?
Well, ultimately, yes.
But first, the technology costing billions of dollars to fine-tune will need even more investment to scale up. We saw how cells kept on ice can be replicated on a large scale, fed a mixture of vitamins, fats, sugars, and oxygen in tanks, growing into tissues of chicken. Farmers have been growing meat for generations. What problem are you solving here?
The demand for meat is continuing to grow and double, and we just don't have enough resources nor ability to continue to grow that much meat. So the simple problem we're trying to solve is to bring meat to the table in a way that future generations can have an abundance of it, but with the upside to animal welfare.
The potential to exponentially expand the food supply has attracted top-tier investors like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Whole Foods founder John Mackey. President Biden is also on board, signing an executive order to support cultivating alternative food sources. Advocates say cultivating meat could feed more families, reduce harm to animals, and eliminate environmental impacts of animal farming, which is responsible for 15% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide.
Here we go again. They have talked about that animal farming contribute to about 15% of emissions. So by doing this, we will never lack meat. Since I grew up to this age, I have never seen a day that people lack meat, though at a certain time there is a little shortage, and I believe these people create this for reasons I can't say. When you take a look at this, it clearly tells you something. At a certain moment, they are struggling to eradicate this animal farming for people to embrace this. And don't be surprised to see that these people that are easily brainwashed, there will be a time they will not like to eat this normal cultured chicken because they easily take what these people say. It starts like this, like a joke. Some days they will tell you that this one is contributing to this disease, to this, so we should not consume that again. This one is saved. And that is how people will be rushing, for this.
Fair. The potential to exponentially expand the food supply has attracted top-tier investors like Bill Gates, Richard Branson, and Whole Foods founder John Mackey. President Biden is also on board, signing an executive order to support cultivating alternative food sources. Advocates say cultivating meat could feed more families, reduce harm to animals, and eliminate environmental impacts of animal farming, which is responsible for 15% of greenhouse gas emissions worldwide. Is it safe?
Absolutely. The best indication for this is 2 months ago, we are the first company in the world to get FDA green light to bring cultivated chicken to the market.
FDA says it's safe.
FDA said it was safe. It gave a green light to say, go ahead and go to the market.
But some say cultivating meat is still just a novelty.
How are you going to make an impact in the environment if you cannot scale this at a reasonable cost?
Farmers fear a threat to their brand. So what should it be labeled?
Cultured meat, lab grown, something that just stands out and lets the consumer know what they're eating.
And will consumers even like the taste?
Today we're cooking our upside chicken fillet, and we'll be serving that with a white wine butter sauce and pan-roasted vegetables. Can you smell it yet?
I can smell it. It smells like chicken.
And you have to slice it. It's not plant-based piece.
All right, my first bite of cultivated meat.
Yes, to be truthful, when I see Big Ed, standing up for something, I don't take that thing too serious. This is not a conspiracy like someone once said. It's like these guys usually like to, agree with these conspiracy theories. It is just what I believe in. When I see this guy standing up or spending huge sums of money on something, he has foreseen that no, this thing maybe is having financial gains and obviously they will stand for it. Even Joe contributed a lot of money into this. They tell you it will cut down emissions, so this is the best options that they can provide. Thank you for watching me.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack.